I survived the world's heaviest man's diet. And let's see how long did you survive it for? Like his daily diet? So it just one day?
This is what the world's heaviest man eats for breakfast.
That is disgusting. Hold up.
This is what
all that bread, just not toasted, not nothing. Disgusting. Straight sausages. Oh my goodness. He's an animal. And bacon, the amount of grease, his toilet gotta be custom made. He has to have a custom made waste bucket.
the world's heaviest man eats for breakfast. To start off his day, Walter Hudson ate 12 eggs, a pound of bacon, 32 sausages, an entire loaf of bread with grape jelly, and a
Okay, he had grape jelly.
pot of coffee. I'm giving myself until midnight tonight to finish not just this breakfast, but everything else on Walter's meal.
No, I couldn't survive that.
I'm sure you can imagine,
literally not finishing the breakfast. He's 1,400 pounds. 1,400 pounds. Let me say that one more time. 1,400 pounds. That's terrifying. I don't even know how you do that. And this guy is 170.
is pretty gigantic, just like I'm gonna be by the end of this challenge.
Oh my goodness, I can barely see you guys.
Jump scare? Can I get a jump scare warning? Hello? A trigger warning?
To kick off meal one, I poured an entire pot of coffee. And a few seconds later, I realized I should actually toast that bread.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, dang it. Looks like this got a bit overcooked.
I'm not surviving. I can't survive this. Why is the eggs low-key don't look real? I'm not gonna lie. They literally look fake.
Even though this bread was a little extra toasty, everything was tasting amazing. The highlight of this meal was definitely the crunchy bread.
Okay.
After working my way through most of the bread and some eggs, this challenge was off to a great start.
1,000 calories for breakfast, bro. I'm just not good at eating. I'm a horrible eater. I have all my meals are spaced out. I can't eat a bunch at one time.
I'm gonna work on my breakfast sausage.
I'm the opposite of a binge eater.
The breakfast sausage cannot be eaten without some delicious.
A personal, wait, what do you say?
It's a firm belief of mine.
Okay, it's a firm belief of mine that breakfast sausage shouldn't be eaten at all, because sausage is literally terrible. Horrible food. Honestly, bottom 5 food. I hate sausage.
The breakfast sausage cannot be eaten without some delicious maple syrup. Shout out to all my Canadian viewers watching this video.
F my Canadian viewers. I'm just kidding. I love you almost as much as I love the rest.
Breakfast sausage pairs perfectly with maple syrup. The other combination it pairs perfectly with, some tasty leftover eggs and maple syrup.
Okay.
I made quick work of the rest of the breakfast sausage.
I wonder how your farts smell.
All right, the sausage is down so far.
4,000 calories for lunch. I mean, breakfast. We're still at breakfast and we're not even halfway. We're halfway done. Oh, goodness.
This meal is tasting amazing. I set my sights on the bread next. I gotta get to work on this bread. After using pretty much half the jar of grape jelly,
how do you force yourself to? That is literally. Oh my goodness, he's doing everything wrong.
Bread. After using.
Walker, what do you mean? That's literally some of the. I don't know if it's the same brand, but the consistency of that jelly reminds me of the worst jelly I have ever eaten. Like it has that same consistency. Like the jelly is supposed to be more crumbled up, more bubbly. Like roundy. It's just that looks disgusting. Oh my god.
Jar of grape jelly. I had myself a grape jelly.
All of it's bad. All of it's bad, man. Man, I'm gonna show y'all what real jelly look like. Hold up. Okay. You see how this is like, it's not just one type of texture. You see what I'm saying? That's real jelly. It's not just one texture. His one texture jelly, disgusting jelly. That's jam or jelly. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know the difference. They're the same thing to me.
That was a lot of jelly. Obviously, I was in the mood for sugar because grape jelly sandwiches just sounded good. But a few minutes later, I brought an old friend to the party.
Not the same?
I need to know down below in the comments who's team chunky peanut butter and who is team creamy peanut butter.
He's eating chunky peanut butter. There's just something wrong with him. Every single thing, every time he brings something else out, it's just something bad. A peanut butter jelly bacon sandwich,
Nothing
and y'all
rings
gonna
my
say
bells like
my taste is bad? Come on now.
Toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Or a couple toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Goodness gracious.
Oh no, he's not putting
Breath.
bacon on it.
So
okay.
much bread. It's probably
So
too
he-
much information.
he
but
brought
there's
peanut
a
butter
reason why I chose
because-
this mug. It's because it's the truth.
You'll find out very shortly why this was so troubling. I took a few more sips of coffee and got back to work.
I
on the
don't
rest of the
need you to
bread.
tell me why
Grape
it's
jelly
troubling.
just wasn't cutting it anymore. So I decided to use some peanut butter to get down the rest of the bread. But at this point, the bread was really starting to fill me up.
Peanut butter sandwiches. This. Oh my
Show on the
goodness.
bread right now.
Next, I
Oh
set
my
my sights on the
goodness.
bacon,
I'm
dipped in
disgusted.
some maple syrup, of course. I thought that combo was
How
tasty,
long did
but what
this
I
take?
made next was about to be even tastier. I slathered some peanut butter on some leftover bread, added a few slices of bacon on that bread, topped it with some grape jelly, of course.
So he didn't do it when I said it, but he did do it. Dog. Come on now. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come
And
on,
then I
bro.
had to do one last thing.
Oh man, I am most definitely going to be regretting this tomorrow morning.
Can I get a boo in chat? Can I get a boo?
W. Oh, W moment.
No.
This was one of the most
TRASH
unnecessarily
moment.
delicious things I've ever eaten in my life.
You said was what?
This was one of the most unnecessarily delicious things I've ever eaten in my life. After making quick work of it, the only thing left was one slice of bread.
Last piece of bread.
Quick work? This is like it took a while. You
was
probably
a lot of
burned like 1,000
Breakfast
calories
was
just from
complete.
chewing.
Next up was Walter's snack. According to the article that I got Walter's diet from, his between-the-meal snacks consisted of a handful of candy bars. But how much is a handful? After a few Google searches, I realized that a handful could mean anything. Thankfully, I had something up my sleeve. All right, everyone. So I have a random
Look
number
at how
generator
big his
on my
hand
phone
is.
with numbers 3 through 6. A handful.
How big is an 1,000-pound person's hand? How much weight goes to the dingle? You know, there's like a rough math that says for every 100 pounds you lose, you gain an inch of dingling. Could he possibly be hiding 10 inches of dingle? That'd be crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Or he doesn't have 10 inches, so his dingle doesn't actually show because all the fat is hiding it. So he has to lose weight to unlock his dingle. But then where does he pee? In his belly? We might have to look at his dingle. Just kidding. I don't want to see dingle, okay? It's not my forte.
To me is like 2 or 3. A handful to Walter Hudson is probably like double that. So I'm
Exactly.
gonna let this decide for me. After seeing how many candy bars I had to eat, all that coffee hit me.
4
I hit the
candy
store to get my
bars.
candy bars, and I saw one that really caught my
I don't
eye.
like candy
and then I
like
had one
that.
of the worst caffeine crashes of my life. I started with the Reese's Fast Break Bar, and since I'm a Reese's lover, this got a fire. I took down the Fast Break
Reese's
Bar
too.
along with the Hershey's Cookies and Cream Bar.
Reese's Big Cup with Reese's
Oh
Puffs.
my goodness.
This Reese's
yeah,
Big
that's-
Cup was also incredibly
that's-
delicious. But the
See,
bar
but
I
I don't like how you eating the candy though. Yeah, Walker, why are you hating on everything? Because this is how I eat chocolate. I eat it slowly just so I can have the chocolateness on my fingers, so I can just lick the chocolate off my fingers. That's my favorite part. When I just get done and I get the that's where I get most of my satisfaction from. I'm not gonna lie to you.
was most curious about was up next.
Like, he's just raw dogging candy. It's like if someone gets a Jolly Rancher and they start chewing it. That's how he eats all his candy to me.
And now what I've been looking forward to trying
He said, "Oh, keep describing it. I'm almost finished, bro. Shut up."
the Fruity Pebbles chocolate bar.
The craziest part, this had real Fruity Pebbles inside.
I would hope so. I'm convinced you'll eat anything.
A few
I'm gonna
minutes
keep it
later,
going.
all the candy
I
bars were
promise
gone.
you he'll eat
They're going
anything.
just like that. 4 candy bars are down.
The first snack was complete. Next up, lunch.
Everyone, so far this challenge is going fantastic. The only thing I'm starting to worry about
He
is
has
the fact
10
that I
hours
haven't
left.
used the bathroom today.
And then it hit me. I needed to find a bathroom ASAP.
You need a laxative. That's what you need.
I'll see you guys on the other side.
So do y'all think he actually used the bathroom at this moment after setting up his camera up for all those angles, or do you think he used the bathroom and came back and then did this skit? One
All
hour
right, everyone,
later.
it's time for lunch, and all I gotta say is exercise. I thought you meant extra fries. Man, I really gotta get a new Joker.
Walter's lunch beverage was a large bottle of soda.
It's almost 5 p.m. right now. I'm having a bit of a late lunch, but we gotta get this show on the road.
Walter ate 2 large sandwiches for lunch, so I ordered the Subway
Honestly,
Philly sandwich.
this is not that bad.
Needless
This is
to say,
nowhere
I
near
was
as
a big fan.
ridiculous
I
as
was
breakfast.
surprised because this actually tasted like an authentic cheesesteak. The combination of the steak, American cheese, peppers,
I'm not a soda drinker, but personally, I'm not drinking Coke. I'll tell you that much. I'm not drinking Coke. Woo,
onions and
man.
mayonnaise made this a fantastic
I'm not mad at this
I gotta
deal.
give a quick shout out to Subway. That was a 10 out of 10 sandwich.
Even though I had 1 sandwich left,
Subway's
woo,
a 10 out of
I
10?
moved to the
You
next
must
part
be
of
going
Walter's
through it,
Now
lunch.
I gotta get on over to my mound of
there's
fries,
just fries. Okay.
which I'm gonna wash down with some sugar-free ketchup. It helps cancel out all the calories.
Oh, yeah. Sugar-free ketchup, man.
Unsurprisingly, the fries tasted like French fries. If you're new to the channel, I really love French fries.
If you guys know me, you know I'm team waffle fry, but to me, building a mound of waffle fries just sounded really weird. So I figured I would just make a mound of regular fries.
Okay.
Yeah, I have so many carbs inside of me.
Even though I was starting to get full, I still had
Like,
an
what does your
entire
fart
Subway
smell
sandwich to eat
like,
after
bro?
this.
I'd like...
I gotta get on over to
That
my
would
last
be such
Subway
a
sandwich
crazy
right here.
thing to
It's
do, a
arguably
fart
one of the best
test.
Subway sandwiches on the Subway sandwich menu. Wow, that's so many vegetables.
I
Why
haven't-
did they put this many vegetables on there?
I haven't had Subway in a
Even
minute,
with the
bro.
unnecessary amount of vegetables, this
Like, I
sandwich
think it
tasted-
might been a year or two.
But unfortunately, all this
What y'all
bread
go to,
was
sub
really
place?
starting to hit me.
Man, I've eaten so much bread today. Ooh.
Yeah, that carb count crazy.
But
4,000
fortunately, I was able to
calories.
push through and finish off the sandwich.
So he's about like,
Well, I got
how
down all
many?
the
He's like
fries,
10
the subs.
10,000
Fortunately,
calories
still have
down
this
right now?
Coca-Cola left over, which I'm gonna use in my next food adventure. So yeah, I'm gonna hold off on the rest of this Coke for now.
I just realized we're missing one very underrated part of all this. How does his teeth and jaw handle all this? Like, that's a lot of chewing, and then his teeth. He's having so many different nasty things hit his teeth.
Because I didn't finish the Coke, lunch was a fail. The number I rolled next was 5.
Man, I'm getting you that 5 candy bars. You passed lunch to me, bro. That
At
Coke
this
didn't need
point,
to
I
be
had taken down
finished.
just over 15,000 calories. And I hadn't
Jesus.
even gotten to the hardest part of this challenge yet.
All right, everyone,
There's
just a
m-
quick status
how
update
much
as I head to
more?
the store to grab my next round of candy bars. I'm not doing very well. My
What time
stomach
is it
feels
for
like
me?
A black hole full of French fries.
It's 3 p.m.
bread, and a lot of regret right now. Ugh. All I gotta say is that volume-wise, the final meal is gonna be the biggest meal in this entire
How?
challenge. And the last challenge was a complete fail. And the last thing I want to do is fail 2 challenges in a
How
row
is
for
it
you
going to be
guys.
bigger than the
So
lunch?
let's just say this
I
is
mean,
about
the
to get pretty
breakfast.
crazy. Whew, those sandwiches are not sitting very well right now.
I picked out the rest of my candy bars, and it was time for snack number 2.
I'm actually pretty excited to try 2 of these because I've never had them before. I also got my Coke. Taste the rainbow. Why did I just say that?
Yeah,
It's
what are you
Skittles,
talking?
not
What are you
Coke.
talking about? You're going through it,
I'm
man.
gonna start with the Zero bar.
Never heard of this. I'm looking at it and it looks like something I wouldn't like. You know how some things are wrapped up in a way that you know you wouldn't like it, like an Almond Joy? You just have to look at an Almond Joy to know that you would not like it.
Start with the Zero bar.
I was pleasantly surprised
It even looks
by the taste
unappetizing.
of the Zero bar. It was an explosion of almond, peanut, and caramel nougat.
Okay.
Let's taste it.
Why is it wrapped in white?
Finally, I had to get to the Snickers bar.
Or my
Now it's
Snickers people.
Snickers. Oh
You can-
my, now it's Ooh, I've done some things to Snickers in my past that I'm not proud of. The relationship me and Snickers have is like these. It's just like these.
Never go wrong with the Snickers bar. But the bar I had next has a special place in my heart.
3 Musketeers.
This was good, but the bar I had next really stole the show.
My first time trying a Carmelo bar. Let's take a moment.
Like
my
Carmelo
goodness,
Anthony?
Look at that action. Look at that caramel action.
I don't know what a Carmelo
my
bar
goodness.
is.
One word, legendary. Biting into this Carmelo bar was like a symphony of chocolatey deliciousness.
No, like I hear you, but I can't trust a man who would put peanut butter, jelly, and bacon onto a burger, and then put maple syrup on top of that. Like I just, you've lost all benefit of a doubt once you did that.
10 out of 10. That was amazing.
$1,300
Speaking of
in
amazing, something to get
Butterfingers in big 2020. I think 2024 when you made this is ridiculous. When did you make this? Hold up. 2023. Still, that's still horrific.
to one of my favorite chocolate bars
Butterfingers
out there, the Butterfinger. And
when
if you
you're-
made it up into this point of the video,
Butterfingers were such a hit when I was like 5. When I was 5, I loved Butterfingers, and then I grew up.
pause the video and drop a chocolate bar emoji down below in the comments.
Wait, hating? No. Oh, you are going through it.
Walter's second snack and lunch had been completed. Now it was time for
I'ma
dinner,
keep it
the
a buck.
biggest meal
I'm
of this
tapped out
entire
after
challenge. I picked up a
breakfast.
bottle
I'm
of
not
Coke
even getting
and
through there
4
for
ham
breakfast.
steaks.
4? Is this guy like a competitive like eater?
That was almost harder than eating this food.
I want to know why that guy eats so
apple
much.
pie
Like,
and the most
like the guy he's copying. What's the purpose of being 1,400 pounds? Like, what can you do at that weight? Honestly, you have to get a custom built toilet because you're crushing normal toilets. Like, it just feels very wasteful and inefficient.
Critical part of the meal, the potatoes.
Exercise? I thought you meant extra pie.
It's called an eating
Okay,
disorder.
definitely
Oh, him or the guy who's 1,400? Because I feel like if you're 1,400 pounds, it's not just an eating disorder. Someone has to help you like tenfold for the disorder. Like there's a lot of work that's going into weighing 1,400 pounds. Like that's a team. That might be a village effort. So like, why?
Need a new joke now.
Walter's dinner beverage was a bottle of soda. He also ate 4 or 5 ham steaks for dinner.
Tastes like ham.
Eating almost 2 pounds of protein this late into a challenge, I was seriously doubting I'd be able to complete this.
No, this looks rough.
These ham steaks are freaking huge.
This looks rough, bro.
I'm very salty.
Thankfully, I was able to get the last ham steak down, but I was getting very full.
I'm not gonna lie, those ham steaks were
You just
a solid
now-
1 out of 10. I have no idea why someone would want to eat a ham steak.
You're just now getting a 1
Next
out of
up,
10.
a half dozen cobs of corn.
Shout out to everybody that knows the deliciousness of tahini. That's how you pronounce this. It's fucking delicious.
I just like corn. Like it doesn't matter how you give me the corn on the cob, I'm eating it. I love corn on the cob, but I don't know what that
With
I
the
don't know what
addition
that
of the
seasoning
tahini,
is.
this corn was actually pretty tasty.
That
only
ham
one
steak, I feel from that ham steak thing. I couldn't do that. Ham is not that good. Ham needs to be on a bread, and it needs to be with some mustard, mayonnaise, and some other condiments. I can't just eat pure ham. Yes, I can for Thanksgiving. I definitely can. Not that much though. Not that much. That was ridiculous.
Up left, there's something I had to say.
And I just gotta say, if this video gets 50,000 likes, I will attempt to eat the diet of the world's heaviest woman. So if you want to see that, get the video.
Spoiler
like.
alert. He ate the diet of the world's heaviest woman. Okay. He did do that.
Ready.
I finished off the last corn on the cob and set my sights on the food that was going to be the most difficult to get down, the potatoes.
Now it's time for me to move on to the most difficult part of this entire meal,
Honestly, this meal.
our healthy potatoes.
No.
For dinner, Walter
No, the lunch was definitely the most appetizing. Just a nice Subway sandwiches, Coke. I mean, you always could change Coke without something else. And then the fries, that was bearable. The only thing not bearable with this is that it's just pure ham. This might have been the best meal to me if it wasn't pure ham, although I don't remember what this is. So maybe that would change my mind. But potatoes, corn, and a ham sandwich, that's not bad.
had a half dozen potatoes.
While I was in the store, I was wondering what I could eat these potatoes with, and I saw Smart Balance.
I just put together, he had a ham sandwich for lunch, and he
I don't
ate
think I've
pure
ever
ham
actually
there.
had this
I know
before,
he
but
going through
I do
it.
see green.
Oh my
and
goodness,
it
I
is
know he
called
going
Smart
through it.
Balance, so that obviously means we can use as much of it as we want because it must be calorie free. Sarcasm.
After a generous amount of Smart Balance, it was time to get to work.
Oh yeah, he's going through it. Oh man.
Oh hey, this is gluten free.
Oh, you going through it. Your body hates you.
All right, these potatoes are just like bricks in my stomach right now.
I've never seen a person eat a potato like
I
you
did
eat it,
the only
man.
thing I
You
could
got
do in
this.
this
I believe in you.
Thank goodness we have some wow sauce.
At this point, I
Some
felt like a
what?
human water balloon, and wow sauce wasn't helping with
I don't even know what that is. What's
I
wow
can't see
sauce?
the BOW moment right now because I feel like if I do,
No, dude, you got this.
I'm gonna.
You're not gonna throw
Yeah.
it, bro. You got it.
Okay.
I
the
believe
ham
it.
steaks I put down earlier. each
Y'all think he
potato
gonna
was
complete
getting
it? I believe in
harder
him.
and harder to eat, so I decided to make a decision.
No, don't quit. You got this. You got it.
I felt like this in the last challenge too. Except it was bagels and not potatoes.
No, you got it, man.
Well, everybody, here's the deal. There's no way I'm gonna be able to finish this potato and this pie right now. It's currently 9:16
That's a
right
pie?
now, which means I have about 2.5 hours left in this day. So I'm gonna chill out and actually do something that I feel like I should do.
No, you tapped out.
Barely
You
see
put-
you guys over my mountainous stomach. Oh, this is embarrassing. Let's make a little deal. If I've gained over 14 pounds, you have to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. If
No, I want you to
gain
finish the
under 14
challenge.
Pounds, you can unsubscribe from my channel.
I know his stretch marks on his body go crazy with gaining so much weight and then losing it so fast and all that.
Let's weigh in.
My pre-challenge weight was 169.2 pounds. My current weight, 184.7 pounds. A gain of over 15 pounds.
In a day, dog. In a day.
After over an hour of digestion time, I came back to finish the fight. I had less than a half an hour to get down this massive serving of apple pie, the rest of the soda, and the last potato. With the massive amount of
that's
starch I
apple
consumed
pie.
over the day,
I don't
finishing this
know.
meal
I
was
can't
gonna
remember
be a
last time I had apple pie, so I don't remember how good it is or not.
11:30 right now, and the food baby is quite large. Like usual, I look 27 months pregnant. I should be on the next cover of GQ. Oh, the thought of putting this potato in my mouth is just absolutely.
Yeah, I'm
impossible
stressing
right
out for you, man. I'm stressing out for you.
now. Thank goodness for zero sugar whipped cream.
I dove headfirst into the apple
Whipped
pie.
whipped cream don't really hit for me. Like it really
At this
just
point,
feels like
I
it's
felt
there.
my
It doesn't
stomach
add
had
any
detached
taste
from
for
my
me.
body. But the finish line was in sight.
I feel like I'm about to give birth to a baby made of Subway sandwiches and toast.
How much time you got left? Put the timer up.
Apple pie's been eliminated.
Probably has like 10 minutes left. I
gotta
knew you could do
everybody
it
that
though.
It's gonna be a long time before I touch another potato.
Wait, hold on. I have to know how bad was his last challenge for him to do all this and not fail, but the last one he failed. No, that last challenge had to be rough. It had to look rough. Be rough, bro.
We've done it.
There you go.
I've successfully eaten, like, the world's
21,000
heaviest
plus
man for one
calories.
day. Man, that was rough.
If you thought this challenge was crazy, be
how
sure to
many
go check out
calories?
that one time I ate like Nick avocado for a day.
22,000 calories, man. Gotta give it to you. That is impressive. Eric the Electric, you have electric eating habits, man. I must say that is truly impressive, man.